Right now, Kent Police are getting ready to have an open house for students interested in a law enforcement career. We're live with more on the Kent Police Explorer program.
And packing the bus for families in need, what two groups are doing for people in the community who need help.
My little Italian grandmother had a saying for this when she met somebody like J.D. Vance.
Things get personal in the last Ohio Senate debate. What the candidates want you to know before you vote.
And it's National Chocolate Cupcake Day, and we're celebrating with a history lesson of how it came to be. We've got all this and more as TV2 News starts right now.
This is TV2 News.
Good Tuesday evening, Portage County, and thank you for joining us. I'm Kennedy Gotham.
And I'm Kelsey Drennan. We're going to start with the Kent Police Department's program for students who are thinking about a career in law enforcement.
Let's go to Olivia Sharp, and she's live at the police department where an open house is about to get started. Olivia?
Hi guys, that's right. I am at the Kent Police Department where they are about to hold an open house for the Explorer program. The Kent Police Department has partnered with the Boy Scouts of America to create its own branch of the Explorer program, a program dedicated to helping kids find their careers.
We want the kids to get like a greater perspective of what it is to be an officer. And if you are interested in this field, it is a great way to frankly build your resume, to get some exposure to see if it's actually going to be a good fit for you.
Although the program is only in its second year, Watkins is already seeing the effects on students.
The kids who went through the program last year, I kind of thought they would be like, okay, I did the program for a year, I'm good. No, all of those kids returned this year. And that to me was it was so awesome that they loved it enough that they're going to do it again.
Tonight's open house is an opportunity for students interested in the program to get an idea of what it's like.
So tonight is just an open house to kind of put forth, like to explain it more so kids don't feel like they have to commit without knowing what it is.
If students are interested, they can return next Tuesday or come to one of the department's many workshops where they showcase all aspects of the criminal justice system and beyond.
And then we meet twice a month on Tuesdays and we just go over policing issues.
If you or anyone you know is interested in the Explorer program, the open house runs tonight from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Reporting from the Kent Police Department, I'm Olivia Sharp.
Thanks, Olivia. Do you have any questions about what's happening in Kent? Well, you'll be able to ask them at an open forum this weekend. It will be hosted by Kent Councilman Robin Turner. It's from 10 a.m. to noon on Saturday at the Kent Recreational Center on Franklin Avenue. Staff from the city will be there along with members from several organizations like the Kent Fire and Police Departments. The Health Department will also be there to give out free COVID booster shots.
And the Kent American Legion will host the biannual Recycle, Repurpose, Restore, a contest and celebration this Saturday at 6 p.m. The event promotes green initiatives by highlighting local artists and creators that take regular items and recycle or repurpose them into something new. Guests can vote for their favorite pieces, and winners will be announced at the end of the night. Guests can then bid on these items at the live auction.
Members of the Kent community band together today to collect good for residents in needs.
TV2's own Matt Mergen has more on the story. Hi, Matt.
And thanks, guys. The United Methodist Church of Kent partnered with the Kent Rotary to hold their second annual Pack the Bus event, and with this year featuring hygiene products. The Rural Relief Mobile Food Pantry collected items such as shampoo, body wash, deodorant, and laundry cleaner, and the club received several donations from members and families in the community. The mobile pantry will be going door to door with these products to provide a helping hand for those in need. President David Myers explained that this is just one of the many opportunities to give back to the community.
Today we had the bus here parked outside. A number of members brought hygiene items. There was a number of monetary donations, so hopefully they drive away feeling good about what we did today. Hygiene poverty is a big issue here in Portage County and other parts of Ohio and really the United States. So the effects of positive hygiene can really boost a lot for individuals. So that's what we're trying to do is kind of help them out by picking up their spirit.
and all the members of the Rotary Club, church faculty, and local community families came together to make the event possible. Myers said that he was happy with the amount of donations to their cause. The bus left around 1 p.m. today to help Portage County residents. And the next several weeks will be spent going door-to-door delivering supplies to local neighborhoods. The donations will go to help several families in the community. Reporting in the Franklin Hall studio, I'm Matthew Mergen.
University Housing says their room checks for mold in over 500 rooms are complete. They finished them on Friday and said they didn't find any more mold. But they did say that many students wanted their rooms checked a second time. A few weeks ago, the university only confirmed 450 rooms in the Eastway complex were affected by mold. We talked to a resident in Olson Hall, a separate building, who said he had to go to the emergency room for mold exposure. The university said they were not aware of the mold in Olson Hall. Continued updates on this story, go to kentwire.com.
Good Tuesday evening, Portage County. I'm Nathan Welsh with your weather forecast. Right now in Kent, it's 38 degrees, though it feels like 34. That's right, it's a chilly one out there. With that dew point at 30 degrees, that gives us a humidity at 64%. Of course, it's also kind of blustery. My suit, as I was walking here, was going all over the place, and visibility out to 10 miles. And as we look across northeast Ohio, we're seeing similar temperatures. It's chilly all over, except for Canton. They lucked out at 43 degrees. Farther from the lake, I guess. And speaking of far from the lake, we got the rest of it. Ooh, up to 44 in Cincinnati. Not by much, but it's the most again. Always warmer down there. It's crazy. Now, as we look into tonight, ooh, rain and snow mix. Sorry to have to break the bad news. We're getting a little bit into the end of fall. Not really. It's only been around for a month. It's literally been 1 month, not even, of fall. But we're starting to see some snow. But that's all for now. Stay tuned. I'll have this and your 7-day forecast and more after the break.
Thanks, Nathan. If you are a Guardians fan, you know it has been a roller coaster of a postseason. After rain canceled it last night, the winner-take-all Game 5 of the ALDS is happening right now at Yankee Stadium in New York.
And if the Guardians win this game, they are one step closer to the World Series. Josh Aponte is here with an update on what's happening. What can you tell us, Josh?
Thanks, guys. Yep, that's right. The Guardians and the Yankees Game 5 is underway in New York, and it is a win or go home scenario for both teams. So let's take a look at the live score. So right now it is the Cleveland Guardians 1 and the New York Yankees 5. And it is not looking good for the Guardians. Aaron Savali was struggling in the first inning, and we're just going to have to see if the Cleveland Guardians offense can produce tonight. The winner of tonight's game will go on to face the Houston Astros for the ALCS in Houston tomorrow at 7:37 p.m. I will update you on the game later in the show. So guys, it's looking bad for the Guardians right now, but I was just wondering, do you guys have any traditions to watch any Guardians games?
I don't know. I think, well, usually I watch it with my dad, but, you know, he's at home, so I can't do that. But what about you?
I'm not a big sports watcher in general, but I do enjoy going to the Guardians games, and it's fun. And I went over the summer, and I had a good time.
Yeah, it's always a fun time to go to a Guardians game.
Well,
after the break, we have your recap of last night's Ohio Senate debate and issues up for discussion.
and the application for student loan forgiveness is here. We'll walk you through how to navigate it.
The College of Public Health at Kent State University prepares students for careers in some of today's most exciting health fields. Public health professionals impact lives by monitoring clinical trials, advocating for mental health, supporting active lifestyles, and more. The College of Public Health also offers open courses for any major, including its most famous course, Zombie Outbreak. Public health students can even study abroad and are encouraged to join the Public Health Student Alliance. For more information, visit kent.edu/public health. Public health, solving our problems together.
Welcome back. Tim Ryan and J.D. Vance took part in a heated debate yesterday in Youngstown for the open U.S. Senate seat. TV2 was there and has a recap. Republican J.D. Vance and Democrat Tim Ryan met in Youngstown for their second debate. Topics that were up for discussion were abortion, gun control, border control, and inflation.
JD said that that was a gimmick, but it's actually an opportunity for us to put more money in people's pockets.
That rising energy price that people see at the pump, that they see in the utility bills, that our farmers see when they're paying more for diesel, that was the direct result of policies enacted by Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi and supported 100% by Tim Ryan.
A topic that stayed at the front of discussion was on building a wall for illegal immigrants to not enter the U.S.
That little girl was raped by an illegal immigrant, and both the media and Tim Ryan need to be honest about the fact that she would never have been raped in the first place if Tim Ryan had done his job on border security.
Stronger border, more border patrol. I disagree with President Biden when he's talking about relaxing some of the regulations down on the border. Completely disagree with that. Again, taking on my own party when I think they're wrong.
During this topic, Vance called out Ryan for involving family.
But you're so desperate not to have a real job that you'll slander me and slander my family. It's disgraceful.
However, Ryan said that he would never bring up Vance's family into politics.
I would never talk about your family, JD. I wasn't raised that way. I would never talk about your family. So don't try to spin this because you don't want to talk about the fact that you're with the extremists.
And at the gaggle, Vance said that his strong opinions on border control will gain voters' support.
The reason why we have a terrible crime problem is because Democrat politicians accuse us of being racist for caring about things like law and order and things like a secure border. That, to me, is the main takeaway.
But Ryan says that voters want a local Ohioan for Senate.
They're not going to vote for somebody from California. We're going to win this race.
Reporting in Youngstown, Kelsey, Drennan, TV2 News. And while the Ohio Senate debates wrapped up last night, Governor Mike DeWine still refuses to face off with his opponent. Democratic candidate Nan Whaley has been pushing for a debate with DeWine. He continues to insist that he doesn't want one. Instead, Whaley will be hosting a speaking tour across the state in the weeks leading up to Election Day. She calls it the Debates Ohio Deserves Tour, and it will be making several stops. The first one is in Dayton on Thursday. New polls show Governor DeWine with a double-digit lead over Whaley with 3 weeks to go until Election Day.
Thick black clouds of smoke blanketed Marietta, Ohio this morning after a plane crashed into a car dealership lot. The crash happened at about 7:15 a.m. and a fire erupted shortly after contact, but has since been put out. The pilot and passenger in the plane crash died, according to police, and no one else was injured. The Ohio State Patrol is investigating the incident. It's only mid-October, but, like Nathan said earlier, portions of Ohio could be getting snow.
Yeah, the National Weather Service issued an alert late last night warning of lake-enhanced precipitation in Geauga, Lake, and Ashtabula counties. What is starting out as rain is expected to change over to snow as temperatures drop to the mid-30s. Now, I have to say I'm not excited about snow. I don't mind it, but definitely I would want it more in November.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I don't mind the snow. I kind of like it. I think it's fun. But Nathan, what do you think?
Well, I'm going to have to agree with you folks. Yeah, I think it's a little early for snow. Looking into tonight, you're going to see some similar bad-ish, kind of cool but chilly temperatures. And like I said, rain and snow. So we're going to see some snow. It's coming. Winter, old man Winter has reared his head, and he has a little something to say. As we look into tomorrow, we're going to see that snow kind of backs off, and it's just going to be rain and showers. Now that I can handle. I can think about that much easier than I can think about snow. And as we look across the 7-day forecast, we're going to see, old man Winter, he's going to be gone for a while. Just a quick visit, if you will, as we're going to see the sun, which I think is pretty sick, especially for this weekend when we see temperatures getting all the way up to 71, 74, 75 on Monday. Summer's back, baby. And as we look across our radar map, yikes. I mean, if you've been outside at all today, I'm sure this doesn't surprise you. But yeah, no, gigantic clouds of rain, and the blue stuff is snow. And you can see it's filling in, it's filling in, it's filling in, and it's going to start to dissipate as the night goes on. Which, not too scary, but, you know, maybe bundle up a little bit. There's a lot of funky fall weather to be had, and I've been Nathan Welsh reminding you, Portage County, to go out and enjoy it.
Thank you, Nathan. If you have federal student loans, you might be eligible for thousands of dollars in relief from a newly launched program from the Biden administration. Amy Kiley from CNN reports.
If you earn less than $125,000 a year, you'll get up to $10,000 knocked off your student debt.
People with federal student loans who meet that condition now can apply for that cancellation at studentaid.gov. Borrowers with Pell Grants who meet the income requirements can get double the relief. The White House says beta testers reported the website was user-friendly.
One said it was the easiest application they've ever filled out. Took maybe 60 seconds.
The Department of Education could request more information from some applicants later. President Joe Biden says more than 40 million Americans could see this student loan relief. But could that extra spending power increase inflation? Some Democrats say no.
There have been a lot of studies around this, and what they've shown is that it's not going to have an impact on inflation.
But the nonpartisan Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget says yes. It estimates Biden's student debt policies altogether could boost inflation between 6.25 points over the next year. That would mean higher prices and likely higher interest rates. Another drawback of Biden's loan initiatives is that taxpayers foot the bill.
It's very unfair, to have a truck driver have to pay back a loan from somebody that got like a PhD in gender studies.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
BP makes a big push towards renewable fuel. The British oil giant announced it has agreed to buy Archaea Energy. The deal is worth $3.3 billion, but BP is also taking on Archaea's debt. The final value comes out to $4.1 billion. Officials with BP say the purchase will help its clean energy portfolio. The company says investors will benefit from the deal in part because the U.S. tax credit from investments in renewable energy.
And some Microsoft employees will soon be looking for new jobs. The tech giant is cutting close to 1,000 of its employees. According to Axios, the layoffs will be across numerous divisions, including Edge and Xbox. A Microsoft spokesperson confirmed that the cuts to MarketWatch, adding the company has been forced to make structural changes. Other big tech companies like Apple and Oracle have made layoffs recently as well.
We will take a look at another score update as the Guardians face elimination, taking on the Yankees in the Big Apple. Stay tuned for this and more in sports after the break.
And customers who are looking to buy the pizza by the slice will be in luck with this new item from Pizza Hut.
And now, your TV2 Sports Report.
Welcome back, Portage County. We have a very eventful night in sports, so we are going to jump right into the action. First up, the Kent State volleyball team is currently in action at the MAC Center against the Ohio Bobcats. The Golden Flashes sit at 3-5 in the MAC, which is good for third place in the MAC East standings. A player to watch tonight for Kent State is freshman Mackenzie McGuire, who ranks third overall in the MAC with 3.3 kills per set. You can follow live updates of tonight's game on KentStateSports.com. Well, as Nas once said, basketball season has returned. The NBA regular season will tip off tonight starting at 7:30 as the Philadelphia 76ers will take on the Boston Celtics. Then the reigning champions, the 2022 NBA champions, the Golden State Warriors, will be visited by LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers at 10 o'clock. The Cleveland Cavaliers will start their season on the road in Toronto tomorrow as the Cavs fans await to see the regular season debut of Donovan Mitchell in the wine and gold. Cavs fans will have to wait just a bit because their home opener won't be until Sunday, October 23rd, as they will host Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. And we had some Monday Night Football last night, and it was quite the nail-biter. Let's look at the highlights. We're going to take it down here to SoFi Stadium. We have Russell Wilson going head-to-head with Justin Herbert. Wilson is going to get things started here. He's going to find Greg Dulcich. He is going to run that in for the touchdown. That will put the Broncos country up 10-0, and the Chargers will answer back here. Justin Herbert will hand it off to Austin Eckler. He will run it in for the touchdown, and the Chargers will be able to tie the game here with a field goal. And it was the duel of the kickers, if I'm being honest. Dustin Hopkins, he will nail that 35-yard attempt. And yet again, Hopkins will show he's got that dog in him, and he will win the game for the Chargers. They will go on to win 19-16. And the ride for Broncos country has come to a pit stop as the Chargers will win, and they will beat the Denver Broncos. And the moment you all have been waiting for, the Cleveland Guardians are currently taking on the New York Yankees. It is the 6th inning right now in Game 5 of the ALDS, and the Guardians have lost their last 10 straight games when facing elimination in franchise history. The Guards are looking to snap that streak, but let's take a look at another live score update. So once again, the Guardians are still down 5-1 to the New York Yankees. And the winner of tonight's game will travel down to Houston, Texas to take on the Astros in Game 1 of the ALCS. That is all I have for now, but make sure to follow us at TV2 KSU Sports for any updates. I'm Josh Aponte, and let's go Guards.
If you favor chocolate over vanilla, today is your day. How to celebrate National Chocolate Cupcake Day ahead.
Well, if you're a fan of pizza but don't want to buy the pie, you're just in luck. Pizza Hut created a new item called Pizza Hut Melts. This new item has 2 thin slices of pizza folded together, filled with toppings and baked similar to a calzone. They are also served with marinara or ranch. The cost is $6.99, and customers will be able to choose between pepperoni, buffalo chicken, chicken bacon parmesan, and meat lovers.
Get your frosting fix because Tuesday is National Chocolate Cupcake Day. And fun fact, the cupcake was originally known as the 1, 2, 3, 4 cake. As a simple way to remember the basic recipe: 1 cup of butter, 2 cups of sugar, 3 cups of flour, and 4 eggs. The 19th century, most cupcakes were either vanilla or chocolate. The small cakes have since evolved, and you can get just about any flavor cupcake. For Tuesday, you can post to the social media hashtag Chocolate Cupcake Day. And that's all the time we have for today.
Thank you for joining us.
For updates on all these stories and more, visit our website at kentwired.com.
And our social media on all platforms at Kent Wired. I'm Josh Aponte.
I've been Nathan Welsh.
I'm Kelsey Drennan.
And I'm Kennedy Gotham. Have a great night, Portage County.